So, hi everyone, my name is Ethan Garcia. I'm a first year human biology major and I'm from Warren College. And in terms of SB modality, I did it remotely. And today I'm here with Suri.
Hi guys, I'm Suri. I'm a 7th college first year human developmental sciences major and I did SB remotely as well.
Samuel Sooner. I'm a first year at Marshall College, and I took Summer Bridge as a remote student, and my major's AI. Yeah. So.
I'm Tara Kavanaugh, a Summer Bridge intern. I'm a first year at Muir College. My major is business econ, and I did the remote Summer Bridge modality.
I mean, I was going through the UCSD pages to see what kind of stuff I could do before I got to the school, and after seeing Summer Bridge and seeing like both what it offered, what was or what was available, just being able to take a class, see how UCSD is, and going through, I don't know, just like everything there. And even though it wasn't guaranteed to be in person, I still thought that was really cool to have that. So I just joined through that, and well, yeah, that's mostly what inspired me. Yeah, what about you?
I like coming into the last half of my senior year was kind of rough, excuse me. So coming into UC San Diego, I really kind of wanted to reinvent myself. And so as soon as I got accepted, I automatically became like hyper aware, okay, how am I going to make this the perfect experience for myself? I got like really concerned about like figuring out what classes I was going to do, figuring out what clubs to join. And so I think once I got the email that like Summer Bridge existed and I was like eligible for the program, I decided that like it was the perfect opportunity for me to just sort of get a grasp of what life at UC San Diego was going to be like, and it was going to like, you know, majorly prepare me for what was ahead. And I think, so yeah, just as someone who's kind of like likes to be more conscious of what I'm going into and likes to know exactly what I'll be going into, Summer Bridge was the perfect opportunity for me to kind of figure myself out and like feel out the experience without quite like going in there fully. And I think it can be great for anyone who just wants to sort of like know what they're getting into ahead of time. I think that's obviously really important, and it's just, yeah, really helpful for you to figure out like what you're going to be doing without like sort of moving in, being there in person, and just kind of like, okay, now what? So that was my main motivation for joining, and it definitely did exactly what I wanted it to. So that was really great.
I think I had the same experience with my peer navigator too. Like he was also a pre-med or like on the pre-med track. So he gave me like a lot of resources from UCSD personally because he went through them. Like he became part of like the different orgs and like the different pathways and everything like that. So I really appreciated having kind of a mentor over the summer, especially because like going to college is such a new experience, and I didn't know anybody because it was like it was remote. I wasn't able to like be in person, which I would have really liked. But I think also in Summer Bridge, even the class really helped me kind of navigate myself in a way because EDS 25, I really liked how it highlighted intersectionality and like the different aspects of your identity. So I liked how I was able, for like all of the assignments, even though they were like essays at the end of the day, I think I had more fun writing them because I was able to kind of put my own twist into like who I am as a woman, who I am as an Asian American. So I think it did really help me also learn about the history of myself and me as a person. So in general, I thought it was really knowledgeable both in class and outside of class, just because there were like, again, there were so many resources open to us, and I just was really taking it all in, to be honest. But yeah.
This is branching off of like the last part of the question, but I was also going to mention the librarian pathway because that was so good. Like, even though the different pathways that I went to weren't fully related to my major, that was one of the most memorable ones. And like, I mean, yeah, I was going through, I see, and like it's on the thing where you schedule your, where you schedule the pathways, and or deciding which ones you go to. And I saw that one, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna choose this one. I want to see how it is. That was really like interesting.
Yeah.
Like all the information provided. It was that one. And another one based on decision making that was also pretty good because I was looking into some of the practical stuff offered, and I saw, and like the way they show it, and especially the way they presented it, even though it was on Zoom, was so interesting. Like I still remember it's like how will this decision impact you like 10 minutes from now, and then an hour, or they had different time frames, but yeah, that was pretty cool.
I couldn't agree more when like people say like in college like there's really levels to this, like it took me a quarter to learn that like my study methods that I did back in high school, because like back in high school like I feel like life was more simpler back then in terms of academics. Like I was able to get away, studying the night before
Yeah.
and still getting like a 92, 95. But now like that same fall quarter, like I realized that same effort I put in was like barely enough effort to get a passing grade. So it really took it was really like much of a wake up call. And now this quarter, like I'm putting in a lot more effort, and now like it just shows like like there really is like levels to college.
Okay, wait, this is good. Like yours is like the more academic route. I think my biggest piece of advice to UC San Diego students, long story short, YOLO. I think the biggest thing for me was that I really enjoyed putting myself out there, even though for me, I consider myself a more naturally introverted person. So
Yeah.
coming into college, I really tried my best to like step out of my comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
and be more involved in different organizations and like making new friends, which normally like back in high school, I already had like my set friends from back
Yeah,
home. Like
yeah.
everyone kind of had their own cliques. So like the people that I've met, like the relationships I've formed and the people I've met here were mostly because I was YOLO. Like I really didn't care about what people thought about me, and I just really put myself out there as Surrey, as myself, and I think it repaid me greatly in that I got opportunities such as being like more a part of Summer Bridge through this internship, making friends in Summer Bridge, making friends outside of class and everything like that. I truly, coming into college, I didn't think that I would make close friends outside of my suite mates that I literally live with. I feel like
Yeah.
proximity, you're forced to
Yeah.
get close in a way, but I really truly met a lot of amazing people. And so, yeah, that's my biggest piece of advice. Just join the clubs that you want to join, to get a taste of a little bit of everything, and you will find your community and you will find your people. But
Yep.
yeah,